It's just weird. Well, it's like, then you get, like, the mermaid girl. I thought the way she was introduced was funny, where it's like she legitimately wants it to be the Little Mermaid. Her love ends in tragedy. That was a clever idea. The Mon Squad, like, be honest, do you think they could have done more with them?
Yeah.
It's like we get one 15-minute bit of them stopping giant pig people. Ogres. And then that was
Another
it.
orcs, sorry.
Yeah. And then that was it. And that was funny when the orcs were like, we want more orc porn. So I'm like, it was subtle, it was based on the way they were talking and the way people were reacting. My problem with a lot of these ecchis is when all anyone ever does show is sex, you really, after a while, just get numb to it, because it's all the same joke. Like, can you honestly say by the 80th time someone starts sort of having sex with somebody, you were just kind of getting bored of it?
I never really thought. I was just in it to watch it.
Well, it's like, I remember thinking this towards the end, like at the end of it when we introduced the Dullahan girl.
Dullahan.
Whatever. And it's just...
There's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card around the name! Ghost Trick Dullahan! And you call it Dullahan? The fuck?
I don't know, I'm getting it from Durarara, which also is a Dullahan. But the point is, like, you know, when he's walking around with the head, and then the spider girl starts bondaging it, the body, and she starts sort of like replicating sex and licking his fingers. Are you getting turned on by this?
I'm not saying it.
I'm moving over here. It's sort of like by the time all of that stuff happens, at this point I'm like, okay, we've been doing this for 12 episodes. Please get over with. Yeah. But, again, it's just sort of, look, I am not the audience for this.
Of course you're not.
Well, I don't like ecchis. I don't like the fact that they're all the same thing. I don't like.
But porn!
We have plenty of that on the internet.
But safe porn.
What? If I want to, I can Google something twice as dirty as anything in this show right now.
Okay, go for it.
No.
Oh, then I'll do it.
No. Well, it's like, you take, like, Playboy has just announced they're not going to do as much sex in their magazines anymore.
Oh, they're taking out all pictures.
Yeah. Because it's like, you don't need it anymore because, you know, for every sexy bunny they put in a Playboy magazine, there's 1,000 dirtier, more erotic stuff on the internet that people would rather look at.
But you have to look at it from Japan's point of view. In Japan, ecchi and all the stuff that follow that kind of stuff are super prevalent. And in fact, it's starting to merge into normal day Japanese culture, which is both arousing and weird at the same time. But, you know, in Japan, ecchi and like anime and other stuff like that aren't going away for a long time. So you have to think about, oh, okay, so this is not going around. It's not going on for a long time. So yes, it's not for everyone. Yes, I can completely agree with that. It's not for everyone. But if you can look past, like, oh, bam, tits in your face kind of stuff, it's like, I enjoyed myself with this anime. I thought it was funny. I thought the characters were pretty well done.
I did like the designs.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty funny, including the one scene when Smith takes whatever the fuck his name is out of the house, and all of them are like, oh god, what the fuck is going on? So they have to go on this mission, and Mia is literally a solid snake, which I thought was really funny.
That was good. But then it's like, how does each bit end? Well, Sue accidentally gets them aroused.
Not necessarily. Or just some coincidence happened. But overall, it's like, the main guy clearly has flaws, is super, kind of not oblivious, but, you know, he's trying to hold back the, like, oh, fuck, why can't I just fuck one of them?
Apparently he wants to fuck the spider one.
Yeah.
Although, obviously Mia's best girl couldn't actually end up with.
Well,
it's always first girl seen as last girl one.
But, you know, he makes up for that by treating all of them like fucking all of them normally, which, you know, it's cliche, but that's pretty prevalent through the whole show, and I thought it was nice. That's like, oh, that's why they like him all the time, is because, like, he doesn't treat them like monsters, they treat them like people, which is another good scene, which I was talking to you about earlier, which is the Monaco scene. Monaco is probably, the next to Zombina, is my favorite character of the show. And it's like, oh, like, she's like, oh, no one, like, looks at me, everyone just tries to avoid eye contact with me because I'm a Cyclops. And he looks directly at her. Like, he's not, like, trying to, like, look away, he's, like, looking directly at her like any other person would. And, you know, that's a nice detail that, you know, because there's a bunch of people throughout the whole show like that asshole guy and his girlfriend that get punched the fuck out in Love Hotel, and then they become recurring characters, which that was a thing I hated about the show itself, is they kept bringing them back, including the fucking scene when they're almost raping Centauria.
Yeah, that was too much.
Which I thought was like, oh, okay, sure, this is happening. What was I saying before that?
You're just going on how it was nice with the...
Oh yeah, so it's like, it's nice that there's like, it's stereotypical that it's the main character, but it's nice that, you know, he actually does care about them.
Yeah, again, it's weirdly harmless. Like, I don't think, you know, if this is the first ecchi you've ever watched, you're gonna think it's a bit too much, but I think as far as ecchis go, like, To Love Ru is a more over-the-top, in bad taste sex show than this.
Well, I mean, there's that popsicle scene.
Well, they have that in this, too.
True.
Yeah. But it is just sort of, I think, at the end of the day, he hit the nail on the head. This isn't for anybody. I think part of it is that here in the West, we did have a whole thing where we were afraid to talk about sex, and, you know, things like the Catholic Church and all that. It became very taboo. Japan never really went through that. For them, it's very much just been this is in our society, and as society changes, the different ways we represent it have changed. And I think that's more it. So you can have more in that country of sort of like as the two genres merge. I think from here we're going to see ecchis, though, do become more just straight on pornographic. Just because I think because of like the internet, that's just the direction they have to go. And I think people are just going to get so numb to it that eventually you'll even stop seeing fan service be overly used in mainstream animes. If you look at the big hype animes that have been out for a while now, they haven't been uber fan service. Like even Sword Art Online really didn't, or at least the first season didn't have a ton of fan service. There was some of the Asuna scenes and the Sugu stuff, but that was about it. Attack on Titan didn't have any fan service. Tokyo Ghoul.
What fan service besides Petra and what's her name?
Mikasa?
No.
Sasha?
No.
Annie?
No. Well, Annie.
You're what?
But go on.
But it's just sort of like, I think that's what you're gonna see, just more splitting of the genre as just sex in media just becomes more of its own thing. So I think realistically, you know, we don't have too much to worry about. This isn't the death of intelligence.
Wait a minute. Attack on Titan did have an acting scene. Eren gets to see his mom get eaten.
God. But no, in basic sum up, if this is for you, if you like these kinds of shows, go for it. Don't let me get in your way. For me, like, he obviously likes this stuff. For me, I can get something behind, like, a Rail Wars. Every now and again, I'll watch something ecchi. I am human. But when all's said and done, it's not my genre. It's not quite for me. But is this the worst I've seen? No, not by any stretch.
I just watch whatever ecchi interests me.
I don't really seek ecchis out. But, you know, when all's said and done, could have been a lot worse. Like, I think we can both agree, there's a universe where this show is just nothing but 24 minutes of snake titties.
Well, that's good.
Oh, God. So anyways, let's wrap this up. I am going, you know, you go first. You have a positive score.
I don't know what I'm going to give it yet. You go first.
Okay, I am going to say Everyday Life with Monster Girls is a 4 out of 10 on the ecchi scale. Again, it's good enough to not make it any worse than that, but it's not for me. Just, that's all I gotta say. Okay, your turn.
It's not the best. The characters were well done. You know, the story was a little, you know, could be a little better. They could have used the Mon squad a little bit more. Oh, I'm torn. God damn it. 7.5.
Okay, sure. So there you have it. Use your own judgment for it. Well, this is a spoiler review, so you've been warned.
Well, you didn't say that big.
You will get it. Spoilers in the title. Figure it out. So, anyways, what did you think of this show? Give us your thoughts in the comments below. And please, if this is your fetish, don't talk about it in the comments.
Oh, do.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Stop.
Do it.
Click to like and
those big fat snake titties.
Click to like and click to subscribe, and technically snakes can't have tits anyways. Bye.